Good morning, children. Let me take a new lesson for each standard. That is lesson number 13, water. So we know from the earlier classes, what's the formula for water? H2, that is two atom of hydrogen, one atom of oxygen combined together and becomes what? Water. What's the formula for water? H2O. In the we would have studied in the lower classes, then how the water is prepared from the laboratory. And what are the uses of water? We know what are the uses of water. Without water, there is no life. For everything, we depend on water. Even for cooking, bathing, washing, everything. Our daily routine work should be carried over. Without water, it cannot be carried over. We have to carry over all our duties. Means we should have what? Water. Water is very important. What's the main source of water? River. That is rain. Rain is the main source of water. Source means what? From where it is originated. Rain is the main source of water. That is drinking water. Okay, sea water also. Even our world is 3/4 of the world is made up of water. Our land, 3/4 of our land is made up of water. Just take ourselves, our body is 70% of the body is made up of water. Other 30% only all the other thing. So 70% of human is made up of water. Human body is made up of water. So everything without water, there is no life. How the blood flow is very important to us, the same like water too. So in this lesson we have to see what are the importance of water, what is potable water, what is drinking water, how the water will be useful, the two elements, that is hydrogen and oxygen, how they are useful to the marine animals as well as human beings, marine animals as well as marine plants, everything, water plants, aquatic plants, how it is useful. We have to see all in detail. Before that, we have to see, because I said very beginning, the government has reduced the syllabus. According to syllabus, only one certain part of the lessons only I have to take. So what are the certain parts of later? I'll just write down first, afterwards I'll take. And whatever it may be, is there any remaining questions from sound? While I'm giving the answers for the water lesson, no, along with it I'll give the answers too. Clear? So what are the things I have to take from the water lesson? 13.1. Only that is composition of water. Only that paragraph. Next to that, (13.3) Water a universal solvent. Then 13.42, that is purification of water. 13.43 filtration of water, hardness of water. 13.5 water pollution. Only that paragraph. That's all. So let me start the lesson. That 13.1 I have to take. Water. What are the things? 3/4 of the plant, everything I said beginning itself. So 65% of our body is made up of water, they say. But it's not a correct approximate, it is 70% only. So what are the sources of water? Sources of water are rainwater, ocean water, polar ice caps and glaciers. Glaciers, இந்த பனிப்படிவங்கள் சொல்லுவாங்க பாருங்க, எங்கெல்லாம் ஐஸ் ஃப்ளோட் ஆயிருக்கோ அதெல்லாம். Okay, so first we have to say water is very important to us, I said already. What are the sources of water? Rainwater, sea water and ocean water, polar ice cap, that is glaciers. Wherever snow melted and deposited on the regions, then while it is melting, it becomes water. So spring water, artesian water, ஊற்று சொல்லுவாங்க பாருங்க, தண்ணி பூமியிலேருந்து வருமே, அது artesian water. So everything water. So what are the important characteristics of water? It is the chemical name of, though we said water, that is H2O, the chemical name of water is dihydrogen monoxide. Dihydrogen monoxide. Why like that? Why it's named like that? Dihydrogen. Di means what? 2. Here see the formula. How many atoms of hydrogen? They 2 atoms. And monoxide. Mono means what? 1. Di means mono. 1. Di. 2. Tri. 3. Tetra. 4. And penta 5. So here we say dihydrogen monoxide. How many hydrogen they? 2 hydrogen. So dihydrogen. How many oxygen? Only 1 oxygen element. So monoxide. Dihydrogen monoxide. What's the chemical name for the water? Dihydrogen monoxide. Why we are telling dihydrogen monoxide means because it consists of 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. Okay. The sources of water we have seen. The next one we have to say. It can be broken up into hydrogen and oxygen while heating the water in the laboratory and all. That process is known as what? Electrolysis. By using electricity, we can decompose water into hydrogen and oxygen. The anode one gas will come and the cathode. Cathode means what? Negative rod as well as positive thing. So through that one gas is coming out by negative means other thing is anode like. Okay. It is coming out like this. It can be collected. The process of breaking down water molecules by passage of electricity is known as what? Electrolysis. So what are the characteristics we have seen? 65% of our body is made up of water. Water is known as dihydrogen monoxide. It can be broken up into hydrogen and oxygen. That process by using electricity, we are breaking down the water into hydrogen and oxygen. That is known as what? Electrolysis. Clear? Till that only in the first paragraph. That is 13.1 composition. We have completed. Composition means what it is made up of. It's clear now. Now we have to take 13.3. Then we say no. That is hydrogen and oxygen both are released in 2 anodes and cathode. The cathode, that is known as what? Electrolysis of water. By using electricity, we are separating cathode and anode. Both the things are the, one is cathode, other one is anode. The cathode, we can get hydrogen. The anode, we can get oxygen. Hydrogen is the lightest element, it cannot stand alone. The number what we are writing next to that is the valency of the hydrogen. Then valency of oxygen is what? 2. But valency of hydrogen is not 2. Valency of hydrogen is only 1. Because it's the lightest element, it cannot be stable. It is always in the form of molecule. Hydrogen never be an atom. Hydrogen தனியா நிக்கிறதே இல்லை ஏன்னா ரொம்ப அது lightest element. So 2 atoms combined together, more than 1 atom combined, that is what? Molecule. Hydrogen is always in the form of molecule only. Oxygen remains alone. That is oxygen in the form of element. The valency of oxygen is 2. Okay. Now we have to see 13.3. What is 13.3? Water, it's a universal solvent. So we must know what is solvent. So to make a solution, for example, you are making a solution. Coffee you are making. So what are the things you are taking in that? Milk, water, sugar, coffee powder. In this, milk and water, they are known as solvent. Then coffee powder, sugar is known as what? Solute. Both are mixing together and finally it comes as coffee. That is solution. That is right here. One salt, solvent, solute. They both combine together and becomes solution. In Tamil we are saying as solvent. That is the liquid. It makes other things to dissolve. This is a liquid. Solute. It's a solid substance or liquid substance, whatever it may be. It's soluble in the solvent. Clear children? Solvent is ஒரு பொருள் எதை வேணால் கிடைக்கும். மேபி இட்ஸ் a liquid or solid it may be. எப்படி இருந்தாலும் இது வந்து எந்த ஒரு சப்ஸ்டன்ஸ் அதில் கொடுக்குறாங்களோ அந்த சப்ஸ்டன்ஸ் என்ன பண்ணிவிடும், உங்களுக்கு கரைச்சிடும். தட் இஸ் சால்வெண்ட். Solute, it is the material, that is the substance which dissolves in the solute, which dissolves in the solvent. அதாவது இந்த solute வந்து solventல என்ன ஆகிடும், உங்களுக்கு கரைஞ்சிடும். இந்த solventum solute சேர்ந்து என்னமா கிடைக்கும் நமக்கு, சொல்யூஷன். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் sugar solution. Sugar solution, what are the things you are taken here? What is the solvent? Water. What is the solute here? Sugar. They both become sugar solution. So this is known as solvent. Here water is a universal solvent. Universe means what? World. Almost all the solutes are soluble in water. Enna solute irundhalum, either it may be in the form of liquid, gas, it can be easily dissolved into the water. So it is known as what? Universal solvent because of the characteristics. What is the characteristic? Whatever it may be, whatever the solute may be, easily it can dissolve in water. This is known as what? Because of this capacity of water, it is known as universal solvent. Now take page number 144. Water, a universal solvent. A solvent is a substance which dissolves other substances. For example, in a salt solution, water is the solvent and salt is the solute. We have considered what? Sugar solution. Water has the unique property to dissolve more substances than any other solvent. It doesn't mean that water is the only solvent. Many other solvents also there. But when compared with all the other solvents, which has more power? Water only, because almost 90% of the solute can be dissolved into the water. Because of this capacity, it is known as what? Universal solvent. It can dissolve solids such as salt and sugar, liquids such as honey and milk, and gases such as oxygen and carbon dioxide. That is, water can dissolve solid, liquid and gas. What are the solids? I say sugar and salt. Liquids, honey and milk. And gases, carbon dioxide and oxygen. Everything can be easily dissolved into the water. So it is known as universal solvent. Then what is the use of universal solvent? Then what are the things present in that? Oxygen and hydrogen. How they are useful to us? For experiment, for example, one activity is there. It is easily we can try at home also. You have to take one china dish or else a plate. The plate should be covered with water. And you have to take one beaker also covered with water. And you have to eat the water which is in the beaker. Clear? This is beaker. This is beaker. Beaker is filled with what? Water. Over the beaker, you have to keep a china dish or plate. Here also you have to keep water. We have to heat the water with a burner. This is burner. Okay, yeah. So, the heat what you are supplying passes to the beaker. From the beaker, it goes to the china dish. This is the plate. This is beaker. Children, can you follow what I say? The water, that is heat, what you are supplied, flows to the beaker. Beaker water is heated. From the beaker water, the heat supplies to the plate. அதாவது பர்னர்லேருந்து பீக்கருக்கு போகும், பீக்கர்லேருந்து அந்த ஹீட் இதில் வருது உங்களுக்கு, பிளேட்டில் வருது. ஆஃப்டர் ஆல் த வாட்டர் ஃப்ரம் த பிளேட் இஸ் evaporated. Because of overheating, it's evaporated. You see, what are the things you can see on the china dish or plate what you are keeping? You can see the concentric circles. அதை நீங்கள் ஹீட் பண்ணிங்கன்னா என்ன ஆகும் உங்களுக்கு, அப்படி நீங்கள் அந்த வாட்டர் இந்த இடம் ஃபுல்லாக ரவுண்டாக. This is nothing else. From that we came to know water is made up of some other salt. Some other salt are present in that. Not only hydrogen and oxygen, even some other salt also. So you have to make it of cold. From that we came to know water contains some minerals. By heating that, water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen, we said already. But apart from hydrogen and oxygen, some other minerals also present in that. That minerals are very useful to our body as well as plants and animals. We'll see what are the uses of water. How the minerals are helpful to us. They are essential, that minerals what is present in the water are essential for the growth and development of plants. It's in page number 144. It is helpful for the plants to grow as well as to animals. They had taste to water. Water has some taste. No, then only we can drink. The taste is given to the water by the minerals which is present in it. They supply the essential mineral needed for our bodies. Most of the chemical reaction important for our living take place in the cells of our body with the help of water. Without water, beginning itself I said, there is no life for us. Clear? From this experiment, from this activity, we came to know water contains minerals. The minerals are useful for plants, animals as well as human being to grow. Then apart from that, we have air also. Air, what is there? Oxygen and carbon dioxide. In the water, what is there? Air also. Air also present in the water. It contains carbon dioxide and oxygen. We know oxygen is a living gas that gives life to us. So while respiring, we are inhaling oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide. Not only we, even all the plants and animals. That is the animals which are living in the water as well as on the land. They need oxygen and carbon dioxide. Oxygen for inhaling, carbon dioxide for exhaling. Even the marine animal, that is the animals which are living in the water and as well as the plants, they are using up the oxygen and leaving out carbon dioxide. The marine plants, that is water plants, they use the carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. So respiration ku namakku enna venum? Oxygen. But photosynthesis, plants need carbon dioxide. So this oxygen and carbon dioxide, so what are the things uses of that? Oxygen for breathing purpose for all the animals, that is both plants and animals and human beings. Carbon dioxide, carbon, this is useful for carbon dioxide. This is useful for the plants for the preparation of photosynthesis. That is, what is photosynthesis? In presence of sunlight, plants use its chlorophyll and using carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, it makes its own food. Preparation of starch is known as what? Photosynthesis. This is possible because air is dissolved in water. Clear? Air, 35.6% of the air dissolves in water. How many percent? 35.6. That is nearly 40% of the air is dissolved in the water. Now, how it is useful to us? Air dissolved in water important for the living organism to survive. Survive means what? Living. Fish extracts the oxygen from the water and expels water through the gills. Fish, no, it consumes water and excess water is descending out through the gills. Fish can survive in water only through the dissolved oxygen present in it. If it is in the solid form, fish cannot directly take. It is in the dissolved stage only. Which is in the dissolved stage? Oxygen is dissolved stage. So fishes can consume oxygen. Aquatic plants make use of dissolved carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. That I said already. Preparation of starch is known as what? Photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide dissolved in water react. Carbon dioxide and water react with limestone to form calcium bicarbonate. Limestone is what? Calcium carbonate. So carbon dioxide and calcium limestone both are mixed together and they made the calcium carbonate. This calcium carbonate is useful to the animals. Which are the animals? Snails, oyster, etc. They can make the shells. At the body mele or shell irukum parunga. That shell is made up of calcium bicarbonate only. That gives hardness to the strength to the animals to protect from the enemies. That is made by the carbon dioxide which is dissolved in water. Okay children, thank you. Then I'll continue the lessons in the next class. Okay, thank you.